It's my greatest dream come true. Welcome to the Hotel Hell. Check-in time is now, check-out time is never.
I saw Snake bright and early this morning. Robbie did his review this morning live, which is usually I like to watch it in the shower before I go to the shop. You watch your phone in the shower?
I do not. I'm always afraid of. Like,
Yeah,
literally, it's in there with you. That's told they are like water resistant. They say, but I don't want to test that.
Well, I got a little shelf where it's not. It doesn't get hit by the water. But I'm thinking about like, man, I'm kind of ridiculous how like I have to like it's like pooping without your phone. I can't do it, and I can't even shower without my phone. I'm rethinking my how I've been doing this. It might be a little ridiculous.
Now, I know being a tech guy that people can hack into your phone and turn on your camera.
Yeah.
You don't want some video of you in the shower coming out on the internet, like getting blackmailed or something.
Well, I tell you, I'm not worried about them catching me showering. They can do that if they want to. But I am, whenever I'm jerking off, I make sure the camera can't see me. I don't want them to get.
Well, thank you for that.
So I watch out for that. I don't need that video.
All right, Carter, you got 2587.
Not for long. I make bad financial decisions.
And, I'll be looking at asses and shit, and I seen little yoga pants coming out the nail salon. So I peeped the ass out, and I was like, damn, she thick as fuck. Turn around, TT. I was like, damn, nigga, what you doing out here with all this ass? Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon, hella ass. The sun is still out, my nigga, and it was just, I don't know, man. That's the whole.
Butts.
What up? What up? What up? We are back once again. It is Tuesday, and it is time for another FOC and chill. And I'm tired. I got coffee tonight to keep me going. But I'm telling you, it never fails. As soon as I hit that live button, man, it starts juice. I see the comments in the chat. I see people getting hype. I see people ready to go, and it gets me ready to go. So I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for showing up for yet another FOC and chill. Will we talk about FOC? It's been a long time since we talked about FOC. You guys have successfully thwarted FOC for some time now. We'll see if that streak continues. I'm going to put the link in the chat here, y'all. But before I do, I want to talk about my comic book dad. I had a clip from one of our new comic book day shows where I was talking about my use of my phone in the shower and how maybe it's gotten a little ridiculous. And yes, I am the king of too much information because I honestly don't give a fuck. I think I'm super cool. So if you don't think I'm cool, I don't give a fuck, so it's all good. I am ridiculous. I know that I am. But that was a clip from New Comic Book Day stream with my comic book dad, Lorenzo, over at Indie Comics and Reviews. And I wanted to shout that out. I will be there tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time for another New Comic Book Day show. So that one's already up and ready to go. So I know Wednesdays are super busy and y'all probably got other streams and other things going on. But if you want to come and listen to me talk about jerking off in the shower, we're there every Wednesday night, y'all. So come through, see what up. Also, comic book story time. I have 2 episodes that I'm working on that I've got to edit and get ready, but I want to get at least 5 episodes before I release the next batch. So the first batch was 5. I wanted to get another 5 in and shoot them out together. I'm talking to Scotty Vaughn. I'm talking to a comic vet, Chris the comic vet. I'm talking to a few people about getting an episode in with them. But if you are interested in jumping in for a comic book story time episode, I would love for you to do that. I've really enjoyed the process of building these things with people from the community and just picking their brains for, what they want to talk about, what they want to highlight, what they want to point eyeballs to. And I've learned a lot through the process. So I've really enjoyed it. and I'm looking forward to the next batch. So if you have any interest in all, I would love to work with you. A number of people, we got into the studio and we didn't even record the first time. We just talked about what they wanted to do. Then they went back, read their stuff, got their stuff together, and then came back and re-recorded. So if you want to get in the studio with me and talk about what you might want to do, I would love to do that. And then we can come back and do it when you're actually ready to do it. So that is all I got to is in terms of things I want to talk about. Let's get this link in the chat. We'll see if anybody wants to join us today. And then I will start seeing, because the chat is going. Like, I love it. You know, it wasn't always this way when I first started, but nowadays the chat is always hopping as soon as I get here. First up, we got my guy Beckerman in the house. He's here for the FOC, not for the chill. I don't know if it's going to work out for him, but we shall see. Who got their chocolate in my peanut butter? That was absolutely me. I'm not sorry about it either, Phil. Check out my guy Phil over at Phil's Treehouse. He's got his trivia treehouse every other Sunday, and then I think he's working at a different show on the off Sunday. So definitely check my man out. Production level through the roof. What up, Mike? Thanks for jumping in, man. How you doing?
What you do?
It's another day. It's another dollar, and it's another FOC and chill. We got my guys. We got C Bizzle in the hizzle. What up, Couch? I'm slouching. Good to see you. Definitely check him out on his channel. Great artist in this community, and also a heavy deal, a real deal collector out here too. He's not just an artist; he's also really into the books like we are. So check him out. We've got another Chaos and Comics coming in here saying this show needs more FOC, which is really hilarious that you guys complain about the FOC, because when I started this thing, everybody complained. You guys complain about not doing the FOC, but it started off you guys complaining about doing the FOC. So I really can't
never do it.
Yeah, I can't win with these motherfuckers, but it's all good. It's all good. We shouldn't throw shade on FOC. I agree, man. We shouldn't throw shade. But if people want to talk, I'm good with that too. You know, either way, I'm good with it. So we'll see what happens. We got John Stout in the house. That's my guy. I miss hanging out with him every Monday morning with Comics with Bueller. I really miss that show he had with Bob. I'm still holding out hope that someday that thing will come back.
Me too.
We got Chop and Drop, one of my earliest and most vehement supporters, man. Thank you, Chop, for coming through. And thank you for all the support that you throw out in this community, man. It really means so much when we're out here grinding, trying to make this content. It's really nice to know that you're there appreciating it and encouraging us, man. It's a really big deal. So thank you to Chop. Shout out to Chop. Thanks for coming.
That praise goes a long way. You know,
it does.
You talk about a man that can get another grown man just to blush with just some simple words. You know what I'm saying?
Really
I mean, Chop is this.
The stream horror Namen is complaining about all the streams. That's weird. The stream horror. That's weird. We got my guy Damien in here letting everybody know that I am Mr. TMI, and he is correct. I am too much information because I'm also Mr. I don't give a fuck. We got 80s guy in here. What's up, 80s guy? Another great channel with some great scenes of New York, great shots of the bridge. Definitely check my guy out if you're just looking for some background while you're working. It's really nice to have that. We got my man DVH from across the pond. What the fuck is up? Thanks for coming through, DVH. Always appreciate seeing you, man. That's my guy right there. Oh, we got Taki in the hizzy. What's up, Taki? Good to see you, my man. Thanks for coming through, man. Always good to see Taki. Another great channel. I don't think he's been really pushing out too much stuff lately, but when he does, it's good stuff, man. We got Ben Compton in the house, another great member of this community. What up, Ben? Good to see you, my dude. Looks like we're catching up here. Digger Jim, my hero. I don't know if you guys saw the clip that I shared from last week, but Digger Jim came through big with that nice print. And then the Octo from E-Man's mother-in-law or girlfriend's mom, which I guess we can call her mother-in-law. I was super excited when he was giving that away, man. I was like, please be me, please be me. So it's crazy and awesome that it's actually going to come back to me. And Digger is one of the great members of this community. I had such a good time with him at Heroes last year, him and his brother, man. A great dude and a beautifully freckled man. Like, just beautiful.
I'll be there 2024.
And I hope to see you here in Kansas City too, man. That would be so very cool. We got Vogs in the house, Spinetics crew in here. What's up, my homie? Good to see you. Thanks for coming through. Link is in the chat if anybody wants to jump in. Are we going to talk about FOC this week, or are you guys gonna to thwart it. And Trev, I didn't mean to pass you up, my dude. That is my guy,
Trev?
my brother from another mother, my fellow Chiefs fan. Hala Chiefs, Inarama. So I'm gonna leave your comment up as an apology for that, Trev. I definitely did not mean to skip you, man. You're my dude. You're my guy. What's up, Mike? What's going on, man? How you doing?
Chilling, chilling. I just got home from the LCS, picking up my books from last week.
Yeah, I haven't made it to the shop. I didn't go last week, and I'm probably not going to make it out till Friday, which is a bummer, but it's going to be a fat bill when I get
You
there on
didn't
Friday.
get issue 31? What? It better be in your box.
Oh, it's in my. I have a pull list, and I pre-ordered it from T-Falls because I always get multiple copies of Something Is Killing Children because I'm a
Exactly.
fucking stan out here, dog. I can't help myself. It just makes me feel comfortable to have multiple copies, and the main reason why is a lot of times I will give shit away, like all the time. I will, I'll buy multiple copies for no fucking reason, but it allows me to give away stuff and still have it. So that's the main reason. And that prison is nice, man. I'm looking forward to getting that. I got one I always get the A and B for my LCS.
Like all the detail and
that's what I said. She's always like, if I'm a big fan of Ink Master, which was a great show of tattoo artists, and it really helped me to really appreciate artists because that show, like what they asked those artists to do on that show is crazy, and the way that they pull it off is even crazier. So I'm a big fan of that. But one thing you notice watching Ink Master is people really have an issue drawing hands. Like hands are really hard to do, and Jenny always kills it. Yeah, Jenny always kills it.
You know what?
And yes.
That's the two harder things. Is always hands and feet. I don't know why. Look at hands.
What I always did when I used to try to draw, I'm a terrible drawer, but when I was in comics as a kid, I used to try and draw, and my trick was to just put people's hands in their pockets. I always put their hands in their pockets so I don't have to draw it. A little Rob Liefeld trick, so you don't have to draw the feet. Just whatever it takes, man. And yes, we got Beckerman. We have wrestling. We have local wrestling here this Saturday. We got the Mile High Dak Draper from Colorado coming to take on the Kansas City Monarch, Jeremy Wyatt. It's a double belt, hour-long match. Looking forward to that. I'm going to try. I don't know if you saw on my Instagram. I actually shared a video of me trolling Dak, and I actually got him to respond to me, which I thought was awesome and hilarious. He both responded to me at the match, and he responded to me on Instagram, so I thought that was cool. Beckerman, my good friend, came through and took Dak's side, though. Can you believe this, guys? This is bullshit. He's supposed to be my guy, man. Oh, that's a nice. How's that Alien? I dropped off that.
I mean, as far as an Alien fan goes, it's all right. But I think that's all Alien books. They're just all right. I've never read I don't think I've ever read the Alien story I'm waiting for. I don't know. I
like the first volume.
So I show my brother all the books that I pick up, but he's not into comics. He's never gonna open one up. But he does like the cover art, He'd be like, "Ooh, that's cool. Okay, yeah." And he does like Venom. So when I showed him this one, I had an explanation on who these were, and I was like, "Yeah, this is Baby Shark Venom." I was like, "This is Super Pro Venom," and he was like, "But why didn't he have a football?" I was like, "It's Super Pro Venom. He's the opposite, right? It's baseball." And
are you serious? You're not serious, are you?
No, all these were jokes. I was like, but
I love Super Pro. I gotta have everything Super Pro.
I didn't know who the hell it was. It was like, because this is not Baby Shark. This is like Land Shark Venomized or whatever. I don't know who the baseball player is, and I want to say that's Kaiju Venom. But I was like, yeah, that's Godzilla, that's Super Pro, and then there's Baby Shark. And he was like, yeah, that's cool.
Beckerman, am I edgy? Is that the right word to call me edgy? I'm just a troll. That's the correct word would be troll. And when I started watching, obviously when I was a kid and I watched wrestling, I cheered for the faces like everybody else, Hogan, Ultimate Warrior. But when I came back to wrestling in college, it was about the heels for me because the heels were funny. Like my favorite wrestler back in the WCW days when it was at the peak was Chris Jericho because he was always a heel and he was fucking hilarious. He used to make me laugh so hard. So now when I go to these shows, I'm more interested in the heels and how they're trolling the crowd. I really appreciate how they troll the crowd, and I love it.
My favorite thing, and I'll say this to anybody. I've been to all kind of different sporting events, concerts, cons, Wrestling by far has been the most engaging, fun, like super pro.
Be a lot cooler if it was.
That was
I'm
just
serious.
top of the head, man. I came up with that. See, Marvel's missing out. Wouldn't that be dope to get a Venomized like super pro?
I
Or
would
like
love it. I would
bring
buy
him back.
I would buy the fuck out of that.
Like
I
all
would
the stuff
seriously
they're bringing back, you think, especially the nostalgic and '90s stuff they're dabbling in, you think Super Pro would have been like top of the list.
Dude, it's the dumbest character that I love the most. I absolutely love it. I actually am going to post my Super Bowl edition and my Super Pro number 1. I got a post for Instagram. I just got to figure out what music I want to put to it because music's crucial.
I love that
Very
part.
crucial.
Yeah, going to the music. Oh man,
Yeah.
that's like I'll come up with the reel or something real quick, but the music's like it'll take me like some minutes.
I remember you used Careless Whisper once for a reel, and that was hitting for me. Like I listened to that song for like a week straight after you did
I love
that.
George Michael.
I loved, George Michael was the shit. I loved Wham. It was all good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got some good jams though. I mean, if you go back, especially like Test of Time stuff like Freedom is really good.
I can't believe NFL doesn't want to get Super Pro back out there. What a great character.
I know Beckerman likes that Matina.
Yeah, he's a big fan of. Send him all of your Matina. If you really love Beckerman, definitely A-OK him as much Matina as you can.
America.
Ooh,
this is the first time. This is the first time I've said this, but okay, if you're buying America right now, which I am, I buy all her covers. It's probably the worst art you'll ever see from America, and it's still good, but there's a reason, and I want to explain this because somebody had asked me the other day. They were like, "What's up with their covers?" Because they've gotten really like kind of bland, and she's creating her own comic company, and she's like getting out of Marvel and DC. So I think all her stuff lately has been kind of like just rushed, or I don't know. But right there, man.
Now, Sleepy, you would think I listen to music in the shower, but I don't. I watch YouTube and TV.
That's what I do.
That's what I do. Yeah. I watch you guys sometimes in the shower. Sometimes I'm watching you while I'm jerking off. If that makes you
You never know.
Excited. You never know. Someone might be jerking off to you. Always think that. I want that in all of your heads.
You never know.
Especially you, Sleepy Reader. I want you to be thinking about that, Damien. Is Marcus jerking off while he's watching me? I might be. Hot girl. Uh-oh, we got a claim.
Man, that one is fire. It is Otto Schmidt.
I've been known. I have been known to make things awkward and weird.
You never know what we're doing with any one of your videos, you know? And not just me and Circum. I mean,
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm definitely jerking off to the Hucklebuck over on Comic Viking. That's a given every single time. As soon as Beckerman comes on screen, it's a done deal, dog.
Some people it's Comic Tom. Some people it's Reggie.
Who else? Yeah, who else do I jerk off to? I don't know. All right, I think we might be talking about FOC this week. Nobody's jumping in this week, man. Are we going to actually talk about FOC? It is just you so far. You got anything you want to promote on your channel before I pull this up?
Not really.
There was some interesting books. I mean, there's always interesting books, but there was some interesting ones. Uh-oh. We got another person in here. Is you trying to stop the FOC?
Man, we can't talk FOC. Fuck that.
We got another saboteur. Looking forward, while you're on, Scotty Vaughn has a show coming up this Monday, and he's going to be talking to the author of How to Shoplift, right? Is that how it's called?
How I Became a Shoplifter.
And it's going to have our comic book dad, Lorenzo, on there. And it's the first time he's co-hosting with you, right?
Yeah, he's been on as a guest, but he's never helped me co-host before.
Yeah,
so it's going to be a lot of fun, man.
I am excited for that. No matter what, I'm going to be there. I don't care what my kids say. I'm definitely going to be in for that one. So looking forward to that. Check Scotty Vaughn out, SVaughn82 on YouTube this coming Monday. And
it's going to be fun.
Every day, really. My man is blowing up, working hard. Him and Durs make me jealous every day with their growth. I'm telling you. I don't know what you guys are doing. Teach me, damn it! You guys are killing it.
Make us look bad, right? I thought we were doing good,
man.
moving up like 500 in a year, man. I felt like, and then they show up and it's like 1K in like some months, right? Like, damn.
They still got to work on that watch time, though. That's the problem. It's still got to work on the watch time.
More lives, do more lives. Lives are a great help for watch time. And I'm going to be doing. I'm getting ready. I'm getting close, and we might as well plug this while we're here.
Yeah,
I'm getting close to doing my nominations for the CBC Awards. I will be doing it live again this year. I've been waiting to do it because I wanted to put more effort into it. But I don't know if that's going to happen. We're probably just going to wing it again this year.
I've been waiting for like no reason, just waiting. Like honestly, I'm like there's some categories like I just didn't have picks, so I'm kind of going through and like watching channels to see.
Yeah.
But honestly, behind that, like, no, I've just been waiting.
The reason why I've been waiting is I wanted to have a better before I went live. I wanted to have an idea of who I was voting for in each category before I went, but I also wanted to have an idea of who I wasn't nominating, but I wanted to mention. So that's a big reason why I'm waiting on it, is I wanted to make sure that I highlight the homies, even if I'm not nominating them, because you can't nominate everybody, obviously. But and it's all for fun anyway. Nobody's making $1 million winning these prizes. It's all for fun. I think the detractors, one of the things I noticed from the detractors is they think we take it more seriously than we do. It's really just a celebration of what we're doing here and having fun. And it's not this sort of ego trip thing, maybe for some of us it is, but for most of us, it's not this ego trip thing. It's just a celebration of comic book YouTube.
Pride.
Exactly.
I take pride in the nomination and stuff like that, but it's not for like ill reasons. It's because somebody like put my name in the nomination thing.
Exactly.
Somebody thought of you. Yeah, it's an honor. It's an absolute honor. But like to not be nominated is not, it's not the end of the world. Life's gonna go on. I'm gonna be happy for the people who got nominated. I didn't get nominated for a single thing this year. I doubt I'll get nominated this year, and I don't give a shit. It's not about that. It's about celebrating this community, and there are just better channels than mine to be nominated. So I am not at all upset about it.
There's certain roles that certain people play, and I feel like with my role, the role that I want to play is boosting the CBC Awards up. If I were to ever get nominated, it'd be amazing, but that's not ultimately the goal for me. The ultimate goal is to make content that people want to watch, man, and continue to improve my channel. And if that gets me nominated one day, then that's awesome. But I don't know. I'm just repping CBC, man. I'm just trying to help build that up. Is my goal.
And shout out to Brian LCS for starting that thing. Took a lot of arrows in the beginning, continues to take arrows in the beginning, but it's been interesting to see the growth. And we have not grown. I'll tell you I haven't checked in recently with Brian, but I know we have not yet grown past last year, which is I really want to grow past last year. I know a lot of us are waiting like I am. So I'm hoping that we see an influx of nominations here before the deadline here in August, because it's coming up, 2 weeks away now?
Yep.
11 days, man. 11 days.
Yeah. What up, C Bizzle? Thanks for jumping in, man. How you doing?
C Bizzle.
Doing well. I'm here, but I'm not really here. I'm on a Facebook auction right now, trying to get some comic books.
Okay. I ain't mad at you. Thanks for jumping on. Just making sure we don't talk about FOC, I'm assuming here. We got Taki's talking about we need sub tiers for the comic book reviewers. And I actually agree with that. It's tough. Yeah.
I thought it was weird that everybody else had tiers and not the reviewers. I was like,
That is something that we'll definitely need to think about for next year, because, I love Robbie, at Pop Culture Philosophers. I love Evil Mike, and of course, I love my comic book Lorenzo, and I'd love to be able to nominate all of them, but I can't. I can only nominate one, which I go with my comic book dad. But Evil's a worthy choice. Obviously Robbie at Pop Culture Philosophers is a worthy choice, and
that was like everybody I got nominated against. I was kind of proud that all of us were in the same. I mean, because Taylor Winder, and there's some other people that do great reviews, and they didn't get. I mean, nobody talks, and it's like Pocan Joe, and he's one of the few people that I'll go to, because Lorenzo's one of those people. Like if I read a comic and didn't get it, or if I missed a comic and I wanted to hear about it, there's a couple people I go to: Lorenzo, Pocan Joe, like Brian. Brian's keeping. I'm pretty sure a lot of people use Brian on,
especially with Spider-Man.
Yeah. I like Brian's Saturday morning show. It's always fun.
Oh man, I love it. Man.
So
that is That is a nice counter to what Taki said. Is that it would be nice to have tiers, but it's also nice to have Evil Mike and my
I like the
right up there next to the
Oh,
big
I like-
dogs. You know,
Hell
it is
yeah.
cool to see that. So that
Oh,
would
quick
be a
question.
counter. Oh,
Quick
we got
question.
we got Schultz in here. What's up, T-Bizzle?
So after 2 weeks, is Brian gonna do like a live show to show off the finalists, or
So once that is done, and it's actually on this schedule, so let's pull that up. But once
Yeah,
the
it'll go
nomination
up for-
period is done, there's an evaluation period where we go through and make sure that the people who are nominated and won in the category actually belong in that category, and just making sure that things are clean. And then after that period, then we go into the finalists, which is when it gets really fun, I think.
Yeah, there's a committee, and it goes through a committee review and all that good stuff. So,
and and we just make, and it's not, it's strictly a numbers game. The only thing the community is doing is just making sure there's no screw ups, there's no wrong people in the wrong category. So I think he has a schedule on here. It is right here. So nominations in August 5th, and that is actually Fountain City Con here in Kansas City. Looking forward to that. So, and then there's the review period until the 24th, and then August 25th is when we get the finalists announced, and then the very next day the voting starts, and that will end on November 18th, and then December 2nd, the big show, which is always fun. I really the first show is I've said this, but the first show is what sold me on it. Like the first year, I didn't give a single fuck about the CBC Awards. To tell
Me
you,
either.
I did not.
I came in
and I was like, I was like, everybody's mad about it. I'm like, why? If you don't like it, why do you give a fuck, right? Why are you mad? Just don't give a fuck, right? And that's how I was. It's like I was the same. I was like, who is Brian? Who does he think he is? I was on that same level. But I'm telling you, I watched that first show, the first finalist show, and I was like, okay, I get it. I get it. I see what you're trying to do, and I am fucking 1,000% in on this shit. And I have been ever since, because that's what it's about. It's a celebration of this community. And like Sleepy Reader said, it's I would love it if someone was jerking on.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is what Sleepy Reader said. That's why I'm late, though. By the way, that's why I'm late.
Yeah,
to finish up.
Thank you, Chaos. I appreciate that comment. But Sleepy Reader mentioned that it helps the connectivity of this community. And absolutely, that was one of the things that I loved about it. You've heard Collecting with Durs talk about it, how he would not be exposed to a lot of people in this community without that show. And that's the thing that the detractors just don't get. It's a celebration of this community, and it's an exposure of this community to bring more people in and celebrate it.
It actually hurt Durs. It actually hurt Durs, because if he didn't get connected to the comic community, he'd probably have a gaming channel and like 10,000 more subs. So,
well, gaming is a much bigger niche, but it's also a much more competitive niche. You got a lot more streamers out here streaming with one viewer. I've tried to do some video game streaming myself, and it's not easy to game.
It's not easy at all.
yeah, you couldn't pass Ninja Turtles level 2 when you were 6. You can't pass it today.
I could pass it when I was 6. I definitely can't pass it now. My video game skills have definitely dropped off as I get older.
Did it last weekend.
Because I still play. I play GTA. I play Madden. I play UFC. I still play. I'm just not as good. I also don't play as much as I did.
I was a gamer first before I became a comic book guy.
Oh, Chaos is nominating both of us. Thank you, man. I have literally seen no one nominate, which I'm not upset about, but I've literally seen no one. So thank you.
Oh, and I'm not officially nominating you guys. I'm nominating you both in my heart.
Oh, well, I'll take it.
I put on my own award show, but it's on private. No one's invited. I just sort of record it.
Is it in the shower?
Yeah, no.
It's just an honor to be considered, Chaos. It's just an honor to be considered. Thank you.
No, the last 2 years I voted for Pops and you together, Marcus, on the best duo.
Oh, I guess I am a duo with him. Yeah, nice. Yes.
Yep.
I am there. It's great. We've been doing that for almost 2 years now. That is crazy.
It's like taking award home for being Robin when the Batman comic wins the.
We got Mark of Legion and Comics in the chat, on vacation but still gracing us with his presence. Thank you, Mark. Good to see you. Maybe we can start another argument about the first appearance of Gambit. That'll be fun.
Yeah, man.
Which side do you guys fall on? That one kills me. That one kills me because
Go ahead.
I've had my whole life. I thought that I bought the first appearance of Gambit at like the 7-Eleven in 1992 or whenever it was, and then like to the Uncanny X-Men one, not the annual one, because that's really what the first appearance is supposed to be.
Right, it's supposed to be that, but as Mark will vehemently tell you that it's not.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Not come at first. Yeah.
It's his first chronological appearance because it was supposed to be the first one. Yeah.
And that is the thing, right? And I wish that we could have like just been like, all right, it's a matter of choice. Do you care about the first appearance in continuity, or do you care about the first appearance in our world, right? And that's what it's about. So, some people will say it was the first appearance in our world, and so it doesn't matter what they intended, and I get that. Don't have a problem with that. But then there's other people who say, well, Uncanny X-Men 266 is referenced by the annual. So how do you reference it if you're first, right? So I mean, you can go either way. It's a matter of preference. I don't give a single fuck which one you choose at all. But I thought it was weird how they were both acting like the other person didn't have a valid reason, because
I didn't hear the argument.
Both of them had valid reasons for their choice, right?
That's the one I got, Scotty.
Yeah, it kills me that people call that the first appearance. But it probably is. Yeah, you gotta basically say
it doesn't kill me because it is. I mean, in our world, it came first. It's the first appearance, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I only got Uncanny 266 as a facsimile.
Yeah. Oh, I think I got that as facsimile too.
Yeah, there's truth to that, Taki, but at the same time, subs are not all the same. I've said this before, I've made this point before, but all subs are not equal. You see some channels that have 200 subs, but those 200 subs are they're active, they're participating, they're about that channel. Where you see another channel with 2,000 subs and they got one view on their videos, you know?
Yeah.
So subs aren't everything. It's like, how engaged are your subs are not equal. And so that's not the whole game, but it's definitely a big part of it. Absolutely.
It's really subs are, because some people have big subs, but they've been around 5-6 years.
Yeah.
So it's really about how fast you got those subs, like the velocity.
Subs. They have 5,000 subs, but like 1,000 of them stopped watching years ago. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, what difference do the subs make if they don't engage?
Exactly. Yeah. And that's what it's about. Not all subs are equal. And Taki is in for Chaos on nominations. So congratulations on that, Chaos.
Yeah, apparently me and Taki have been struggling in the world of YouTube comics for a long time together. So,
well, I think Taki, are you even still making stuff? I have not seen you on my feed for a while, man, because I always check you out when I do.
You took a break.
Thank you. This means the most to me. There's not a category, and that's part of the reason why I'm not really stressing about getting nominated, because funny category is the category that I would want to be in. It's like, because I'm just trying to be funny. I'm just trying to have fun. I don't take anything in this shit really seriously. I'm just fucking having a good time. And so if there was a category for that, I would definitely, I might even campaign for myself on that. But the categories that there are now, I just don't feel like there's a category that I belong in. Like
there's not a best FOC show.
Yeah, there's categories that you could. There's categories you could put me into, but I just honestly, objectively feel like they're better choices than me in those categories. So that's why I've never tripped about getting nominations.
I have a weird question. Can I go back and see who I nominated?
I think you can email yourself. Doesn't it give you the option to email yourself your ballot? I think.
I want to check.
Just go vote again with a different email address.
Or you could do that, because it is by email. So if you want to put in work, you can go in there multiple times with multiple emails. Of course, I just don't give a fuck that much. But if you do, you could.
Well, you think they'll notice? But do you think they'll notice Chaos and Comics at Gmail, Chaos and Comics 1 at Gmail, Chaos and Comics 2 at Gmail?
Nah, I don't think anybody. Yeah, there's literally no rule against it. So you could definitely do that. And Travis has got the link to the awards in the chat. If you guys have not done your nominations, please get them in. Time is running out. We got 2 weeks, August 5th left. So
11 days.
I know a lot of you are waiting like I am, but just don't wait too long. Definitely don't wait too long. And like I said, I have high hopes of boosting the nomination numbers this year, because the best argument that people have is that we don't represent the community, and we don't, not even close.
Not yet.
But it's a process, and
It's
I
growing.
really hope to see some growth this year. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, you can't complain about we not representing the whole community if you're not going to the link and nominate.
That's
Yeah.
the craziest thing is like they will complain that we don't represent the community, but they also say I'm not,
I'm not
like,
voting.
I'm not taking part in that. Yeah.
and it cannot possibly be what it should be without that. There's literally no way. Like I think a lot of people feel like that there should be honorary nominations. Like, yeah, they didn't get nominated, but they should have been. So we're gonna put them in there. That's just not how it works, man. You got to get the numbers, or you ain't gonna be in there.
I think that was a lot of it the first year. Yeah.
What up, Gary B? Gary B in the house. Had a great show tonight, and the dude was showing some crazy books that I had never seen. First Flintstones, some crazy sci-fi golden age books, like crazy books. So if you missed that and you want to see some dope books, definitely check out Gary B tonight on the 1011. Thanks for coming through, Gary. I appreciate it. Let's see what we got. Oh God.
I was waiting for you to see that. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for that one.
What did he make you for dinner? Was it
I'm just gonna laugh at that and move on. All right. What else? See, subs really aren't worth where I'm at. Comments is like, yeah. So I mean, engagement, right? It's not enough if someone subs and never watches you, thanks.
I want to make sure
it's not that big a deal.
I want to make sure it's clear. Anybody that comment on my video, I will respond back to you.
Yeah, I always like and heart, but I've realized that I do need to take more time responding on Instagram.
I
as
try
well.
to.
I always like, but I do need to spend more time actually responding to people, and I have tried to do that here recently because it's a big deal. It really is.
If someone comments to me, I try to make the effort to comment back.
It is a big deal because I was on the other side before I started. I only been in YouTube since February, so I was on the other side going to other people's channels and commenting on them. And then when those people commented back, it's almost like
it meant the world.
Yeah,
you
like, you actually engaging with me. So that's why I try to make sure, like, even if somebody just comments on my shorts, I'll try to reach back out and thank them for watching my videos and things of that nature.
And that's the way to do it, man. I don't expect anything, but I appreciate everything, and that's the way that you appreciate is by engaging back. So I have sucked at that in the past, but I am definitely focused on being better about it. No doubt.
I've even taken like requests on my shorts. I've had people comment, "I want to see this," or "Can you do this again?" And I've even like taken requests on the short. Man, if y'all want to see it and it's something I'm capable of doing, I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
that's my favorite shit. Is
I probably won't.
Thanks,
if I
Chris.
get any requests, I'm probably not going to do the request.
Well, your channel's so interactive. Like that last stream I watched, your shoe for about 20 minutes. That was really fun.
That's cool. I'm surprised you I'm surprised you stuck around.
I did. I left you on. I gave you the view while I was working. I got you back on.
That's funny. It's funny that you keep popping onto those live streams. The fuck you.
Are there any other ones? Those are the only ones I ever see.
Now I have a ton of videos that are reviews and stuff where I talk about. You pop onto the live ones though, where I'm just reading.
I am much more likely to jump into a live stream, and that's something I'm also changing or trying to change. Is I'm trying to watch more of your guys' video content, because I really have been a live stream whore for the past year, really, and that's why I haven't been making my own videos on my own channel. Is that I just I haven't figured out what
you just don't have time.
Well, I have time.
I think one of your big problems, I'll be honest, Marks, I think one of your big problems, you haven't chosen something and stuck with it for an extended period. Because I'll see you be like, I didn't get that many views. And like, you got to be like the guy that does that thing.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? And stick to it for like 3-4 months. It shows up every Monday or whatever.
Yeah, and I think people take to you naturally. So I think whatever you do, man, if you do it consistently, I think people are going to come to you, man, because you got that type of personality.
And consistency is absolutely key. And that's what the FOC and chill was for me. I was like, I've got to do something consistent. So you're absolutely right, Chris, is I do need to
I need to look at some of my
I
old
know.
stuff and think about how I can do it again. My favorite thing that I did back in the day that I don't do anymore was this comic book lottery thing that I used to do, which is to try and highlight books that are really cheap right now that might not be cheap in a year or two.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
And that's one that I would like to get back to that, but I got to put.
You're really good at that kind of stuff too, like digging. And
I enjoyed the editing too. I really enjoyed the editing process.
I hate edit.
What ultimately did me in is that I would spend literally 4 or 5 hours editing a video, and then it would get like 50 views, and I'm like, ugh.
That's the problem, is but you got to do it a bunch of times. I think you should shut your channel down and just edit my videos.
Is that what I need to do? I got your back, homie.
Well, I think Hoot's right. I think the FOC and Chill, I think he's exactly right, man. I think you got this pretty sewed up.
Yeah,
thank you. We've been consistent every week. The only Tuesday I missed was July 4th because I had to pop fireworks with the kids. But yeah, I've focused on being consistent about this one. And like Chris said, Chris is absolutely right. If you are in this YouTube thing, you've got to grind. You've got to be consistent. You've got to do it without reward for a while. You know, that's one of the things Mr. Beast will tell you, which I don't really watch Mr. Beast, but I really enjoy listening to him talk about YouTube and his thoughts about it because the man, he's a genius when it comes to this thing. So I pay a lot of attention to Mr. Beast when he's talking about, and that's one of the things that he said is be consistent, continue making. He says make 100 videos and don't worry about views. Just make 100 videos and try and make each video better every single time. And I think that's definitely something that Scotty and my man Adam here are doing. What's up, Adam? Good to see you.
What's up, brother?
Thanks for jumping in.
Of course,
Mr. Positivity, Mr.
Of course, yes, sir.
Mr. I'm sick of your fucking positivity.
Yeah, bro. I was just hanging out. My girl just went to bed. I'm just over here what not giveaway lurking, and I was like, yeah, I'll jump on with Marcus and the boys. Come kick it.
You know, Beckerman is talking about whatnot and getting on there, and I've been thinking I need to get on there, but the problem with me is I don't have extra money.
Tip, bro. So check this out. I have my old debit card that I don't even use because you have to register a debit card. So that way, even if I buy something, it doesn't matter. But I'm just like sitting in a giveaway. I've won 3 giveaways in the past like 3 days, and the one I got last I got last night, there was like 300 or 400 people in there. It was a random like San Diego Comic-Con surprise giveaway, and I won it, and it's on its way right now.
Transformers. It wasn't the Transformers.
Dude, I have it. He didn't even say what it was. I have no idea what it is.
You get the Transformer dash cam.
I'm gonna buy it either way, so it will be mine.
I've seen people get mad about if you win, but you're not buying. Don't people get mad about
that? I'm hanging out. I'm hanging out in like Comic Tom's, Nerdy Girl, like the big like comic shops and stuff like that. People that have like
they don't give a shit.
Right, they don't. Yeah, they're literally
honestly,
like
the thing to do is at least tip, man. At least tip or buy a COA if you win.
The dude I'm watching right now, he's not even selling anything. It's just 10 giveaways, and he's just hanging out in the airport, coming back from San Diego Comic-Con, just there to give stuff away. Those are the type of ones I'm hanging out in.
Yeah.
It's like nothing's ever really free. They kind of want you to tip at least.
I mean, they don't care. They'll sell one of those books for 5 times the market value anyway.
Yeah, but like you said, Comic Tom, Nerdy Girl, they have so many people they don't give a shit.
Oh yeah, maybe
I can't imagine they do.
Yeah,
yeah. That's who I'm chilling with.
I knew that was coming.
And Beckerman's calling you names now,
me and Beckerman were talking about it earlier. We're proud prize lizards, but listen to this, dude. I have like ADHD brain, Snapchat brain. It's hard for me to retain information and whatnot. Having all those books real quick, seeing those books, hearing the artists, listening to them talk, that rapid information, dude. I've learned more things over the weekend watching all the San Diego Comic-Con thing than I have in months. So like I'm learning so much in a quick amount of time from the app as well.
And that's true. Like I know I've heard Mark and Beckerman talk about being in Rob Liefeld chats, and it really sounds like a good time.
It's a good time, dude.
Yeah, he's a freak. He's a freak, but he's funny. He's entertaining.
He was shoving books down his pants and then taking the books out and auctioning those off.
I saw Beckerman
No.
shared
That's
a
cool.
clip of
That's
that
cool.
with me.
Yeah,
I was like, what
dude,
the fuck?
yeah. You'll say one wrong thing, he'll block you in a second, dude. 1 second, he'll block you.
Yeah, thankfully Common Journey's not here. He'd be pissed about us talking
I'm
about Rob
pretty
right
sure
now.
he's blocked. I'm pretty sure he's blocked.
Yes,
Okay.
Common Journey got blocked. Yes, and
Mhm.
he's still very salty about it. So don't bring it up around him.
But at the end of the day, I win cool stuff and I can put them in like giveaways or stuff like that. So
Yeah,
My
how I look
auction
at
is
it.
over. Y'all have
I
my
have
full
got it.
attention now.
I need to do a giveaway on this channel here soon. I
Big
skipped.
Do a giveaway to me.
Tomorrow.
Just
Big
do a giveaway to me.
tomorrow news.
I
Chris,
skipped
you win.
750, so we might do 800. We're about
Dude.
16 subs away from 800.
Bro, do what like combine them, bro. That's the best thing to do. Hit that because at the end I was doing 100, 200, 300, 400, and it got overwhelming. So I was doing 600/700 subscriber, 800/900. Tomorrow my 1K video drops. So
I feel like every 250 or something.
Yeah, whatever you want, man.
I might just wait till 1K. I don't know.
I'm
We'll see.
doing.
For sure.
I'm almost at 300. I'm just 10 subs away.
Yes.
300. So
There you go, my guy.
Let's
So I'm-
get
I'm-
C
I am gonna
Bizzle up,
do-
y'all.
We can
I'm
do
gonna
that
do a
tonight,
Twitter
man.
side.
Y'all sub to C Bizzle. Couching and slouching with C Bizzle. Blood, if I can get it out. Couching and slouching with C Bizzle. If you're not subscribed, go sub to his channel, please. Let's get him up to
I appreciate.
300.
I appreciate
Yeah,
you.
I'm trying.
I really do.
Let me find your channel here, and let's get
Couching
the.
and
Or if somebody
slouching
else
with
wants
C
the link
Bizzle.
in the chat here, let's definitely get
So-
his link in the chat.
So
10
I have
away.
to stay away from whatnot because I was spending too much money.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't have my card attached to it.
I was
That's what
like-
happened to me too. That's what happened to me. Like I got onto
Hey.
whatnot initially, and I was like, "This is awesome," and I was
Yeah.
buying. I was like, "This is way too easy to buy."
Yeah.
It's nice. It's a nice quick way to give value of books, like that Spawn
Sink those
puppeteer
claws in.
puppeteer
Yeah.
one that I got just sold for 175. So I was like, yay! But that I'm getting mine
So-
graded.
But sometimes stuff actually like that will go a lot cheaper.
Oh
than
yeah,
you could-
both sides.
Yeah, than you
both
can get if
sides.
you send it on
Mhm.
eBay. Yeah.
Big facts.
All
Yeah.
right, so we got Couchin and Slouchin's link in the chat. If you are not subbed to my man, definitely get in there and sub up to him. And I'm also going to throw out here Bleecker Street Comics. If you are not
Hey.
subbed to
He's
Bleecker
awesome, dude.
Street, definitely get over there and sub to him.
Hey.
If you want to watch Who Dat and Legion of Comics argue about the first appearance of Gambit, then that's the channel that you need to be on.
That's what it
Get
was
over
on.
there ASAP and get
Okay.
on the church show.
Who
on
that
the Sunday
was on
show.
the uncanny side, huh?
He was
It was
on. Yes, it was.
Who Dat and
fucking-
Mark.
It was.
I wouldn't.
fucking hilarious.
I didn't expect them
I
to
loved
be
it.
together.
I thought it was hilarious. No, they were very.
Fine, just buy them both.
They were not fans of each other in that
Oh,
chat. They were both extremely egotistical about their position.
Yeah. Mark is a little bit like that. I could see how Hudak could be too. So.
I like
Yeah,
we love
they
them.
both were. They both were.
Just
Their
buy 'em.
egos were just wrapped up in this shit. It was crazy.
Beckerman, I will come to Kansas City and make you press that
Beckerman is such a cuddly prick, isn't he? Jeez.
we need to protect Beckerman at all costs.
Yeah, he's all right.
Hit him with the screen, your screen thing, Marcus. The
What
Becker,
screen
You
thing?
liar.
the stop
the-
cam thing, the stop cam.
There you go. Yeah, that I don't think I'm ever gonna. I don't
There
think I'm
you
ever
go.
gonna change this. I had
Shout
this.
out Beckerman.
I had this the other night, and Beckerman was like, "Identity theft."
Dude, it's always so hilarious when you see you'll see people on a live and then they'll turn the cam off and it's just some random member of the community as their
love it.
profile
Right?
picture.
I absolutely love it. And while we're talking about summing up, folks, Beckerman does not have his own channel, but he is very much a part of Comic Viking channel. And they have the Hucklebuck where they release their hauls, and it's really interesting. And Beckerman always has crazy stuff, as well as Comic
Fire.
Viking, actually.
We got
So
Bueller
definitely
in the
check them
house.
out. I enjoy them. And yes, we got my man Travis in the house, Comments with Bueller. It was
Hey.
really cool seeing. I really enjoyed watching the San Diego Comic-Con coverage from you and all the homies out there. It was so cool seeing you guys on a panel. And I was just trying to imagine doing this, jumping on YouTube, doing this, and then one day ending up on a panel. at
Facts.
SDC.
I had
That
the
would
same
be-
thought. I had the
Yeah.
same thought when I seen that.
That
It's
is
just like,
crazy.
man,
It was really cool to see Travis up there and Swoggle was up there. That was really cool to see, man. And gives, probably not, but hey, maybe it could be one of us, Probably not, but maybe.
It's gonna be one of us. It's gonna be all of us. It's gonna be all of us, bro. It's gonna be all of us.
Represent us.
If I'm just saying, if they're like, hey, you're gonna come out to San Diego Comic-Con and do a panel, I'm gonna be like, all right, my panel's gonna have like 40 or 50 people, or I'm not doing it. So I'm gonna bring everybody out.
So you're gonna have it like that, huh? You're gonna be making demands.
I'm gonna bring everybody out, bro. Fly everybody out.
We gotta get Dirks, guys. Whatever he wants. Just give him whatever he wants.
Yes, sir.
Heroes Con 2024. It might be like a panel thing there.
Oh, dude,
how to be a giveaway goblin.
We mob. Thanks, bro.
I need to check out this. I need to check out this video. I haven't seen this one yet, Taki, so I need to check that out for sure. We all going, hell yeah!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Facts.
I don't need an excuse to go to San Diego.
I need an excuse. Cali's like my bucket list state. It's like one of the only states I haven't been to.
I lived in Oceanside as a kid.
Nice.
I want to go to San Diego because I am 44 years old and I've never set foot on the beach before.
What?
Yeah,
you got
not even like a lake.
Go to Florida. Where'd you go to Florida, bro? I've been there like 50 times.
Don't go to Florida.
Yeah, it's all right. It's some
certain parts of Florida are beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm not going to Florida.
Comics by the Bay, Roscoe. You got all the homies down in Florida.
Florida is literally the last state in this country that I'm trying to go to. Literally the last one. I'll go to Alabama.
Actual Dracula in the house.
I'm born and raised in Detroit, so I just stayed in,
All right, Comic Journey's here. No more.
Roll down to Ohio, bro, and we'll ride down to Florida and get you on a beach.
Comic Journey, they have been here. They've been doing
the beach in Florida
for
feels like saliva. It feels like you're swimming in warm saliva. So go to the Pacific Ocean.
Shout out to Comic Journey. I seen him prize lizard and whatnot chats as well.
You ain't been to Galveston yet, Seabizzle?
No, I have not been to Galveston. That's what some people told me to go to.
There you go.
There you go. We got Rob in the house. That's another channel y'all should be checking out if you're not plugged in. Only Slabs, great show with the Comic Vet. Definitely get plugged in to Rob. And thanks for coming through, Rob. Good to see you, homie.
If I go to Cali, I'm gonna go around the time that Rob does his barbecue.
Oh,
hell yeah! I would love to get an invite to that. It sounds like a hell of a good time, man.
Yes.
And I just
don't get an invite and just show up.
Right?
I just got
follow the smell.
Just the way Rob is.
We're gonna do Dirk's panel right now at Rob's house during his barbecue.
There we go, bro. And then we'll fill up at Rob's and just mob to the con.
And the way Rob is,
he actually buys on Whatnot. He's not a giveaway troll.
I know. I just. It's funny seeing members of the community. It's like, oh, what's up? We're hanging out in this chat.
We got Hialeah in the house. Good to see you. A bunch of fucking haters up here. You ain't never lied, my dude. We got actual Dracula in here. What up, Adrian?
Actual Dracula.
I'm a lover, not a fighter. It says it in my name.
I have
Canada's representing. Scott is trying to start a fight over here.
Oh, you see that?
Scott, you gonna have me look for that book. I have it. I got like 32 long boxes.
Heated debates.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Oh, that shit was.
Hey, let me throw out. What if we found out? So does it matter when it got to the store? But what if we found out that the uncanny first Gambit was printed before and was just sitting like in a warehouse? So it was actually printed before.
No.
What if we found that?
That don't count.
Does that change anything?
I mean, at that time it would change it, but as of right now, I mean, I just go by.
I don't know. Once it's printed, that means it's in the universe.
It exists.
It exists.
Yeah.
For me, like, I don't just real on that. Like, it's fine. Whichever one you want to choose for whatever reason, it's fine.
Oh,
I said on your show, Scotty. If as a Spawn collector, I'm gonna buy every Spawn key. If I was a X-Men collector, I'm buying both of those Gambit books. I'm not debating which one I should have. I'm going to have them both. End of story.
Yeah.
Okay,
Agreed.
if you have them both, then which one is your first appearance? Let's do this way. These two guys in the middle trying to meet middle ground. I mean, we need more marks. out there.
See, for me, I
One
choose
Scottish
I
show.
choose X-Men 266 because for me, continuity, first appearance in continuity, first appearance in their world is more important to me. But some people, I'm fine with you saying that first appearance in our world is more important. I'm completely
Why? But what happens
I
though?
do
What
too,
happens
Rob.
though if they do one of those throwback books where it's Gambit as a kid?
I
That would
go
be
by
first.
I go by whatever Google says at the end of the day. Is really
I
what
just
I
go
go
by
by.
key collector. Key collector is my
Yeah,
god.
yeah.
I go by
Whatever.
CJ. I go by
Collector.
CGC. What does CGC say?
Right. You can't just be like, oh, 1,000
people.
people in the community decide that this should be this. No, that's an opinion. It's whatever
If
is
I
actual
possibly
fact
can,
and recorded and.
Throughout the '90s, Hulk 380 was Wolverine's first appearance.
But
It's
as we said yesterday, things could change as well. So
well, if
it could always
possible,
change.
if
That
I
was a
can
point
hear,
Rob
if
made.
I
Yeah.
can
wanna
hear the
know.
words from the creator, like the actual creator themselves, who they consider the first appearance, like McFarlane, he'll tell you who his first appearance
Yeah,
of Venom is.
I
And that's
forget
what I'm rolling with.
somebody got the book signed by Claremont. And he's like, "Hey, this is the first appearance." And Claremont's like, "Yep." And then he was like, "Oh, that's good enough for me."
Yes, but did Claremont write Claremont didn't write the annual. That's why.
Right. Mhm.
I want to know why this
Maybe.
happens a ton in comics, and not just in the past, right? Because it happened recently with Punchline and the whole Hell Arisen thing.
That's what I was
It
about
happened-
to ask.
I mean,
That's gonna be my next
like
question.
you're talking about like like back in the day, I could get that they like misprinted, had publication stuff, but you're talking about like 30 years later, and we're still having the same issues and the same
Yeah.
conversations on.
And so,
like,
and that's why.
the
Why.
first
Why would you let
appearance.
yourself? Why would you let yourself care? And that's the reason why. It's like it's been going
Just
on.
get them
for
both.
decades.
Get them all.
Why would you
I,
let yourself
I'm a
care?
Venom collector,
Care
so
about
I have to get Spider-Man books that I wouldn't normally collect, but I'm going to get them because they're Venom's, cameo appearance, first cover appearance, things like that. So I just got to go across the board. At the end of the day, if I have them all, it doesn't really matter.
I think that regardless of which one you choose, Trev, I think that even the people who choose the annual will tell you that 266 is the one to have. Like Mark will tell you, he had
There's
both of
always
them.
that.
He's not selling
There's
either.
always
That's the
one.
one that, that's
I'm
the one
not-
that the market supports. That's the one that is obviously worth more money.
Comic
for
Journey wants to open this can of worms.
Yeah,
I'm not
there you
gonna
go.
say either or.
No,
I'm with
we're not
CJ.
I'm not
doing
gonna
that.
say Uncanny 266 because they don't exist to me because I don't have it. So
Yeah.
it doesn't exist.
So you got the annual then?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so that's the one
Yeah.
that matters.
Yeah. Until I get 266, then neither one matters.
Yeah,
They both matters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is true.
I mean, his
And so-
power is to throw cards
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Same thing
Yeah.
with didn't the same thing happen during COVID with the that Venom character?
That's the one he's
No.
referring to, the
That's
virus.
no.
Okay, the virus. Oh, okay.
Pirates. Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't just
When the
Punchline. That was
King
just
of
the
Black
example,
story.
because it happened with Yara too. We got Yara before her first
Or the
appearance,
prequel to
in
King of Black.
Death Metal or whatever. We got Punchline before she appeared because, like you said, they threw her in as an afterthought because she hadn't appeared anywhere before then, but she was already like running around established when we ran into her, kind of thing.
And Comic Journey makes a point as like, and on all of these debates, whether you go with the mainstream or not, there's a mainstream answer, and that's usually the universal. answer.
Google says it's 180. So.
Is that how you? What is the key? What does the app say?
Bro, I just
That's
go
all
by
I know.
whatever's facts. Like you can debate and say it should be this, it should be that, but at the end of the day, bro, you go by facts. Like you go by researchable facts.
I own this book, and I hope to get it signed and slabbed by Travis one of these days. That is my goal.
I have his autograph, man, but I don't have a copy of that.
I don't go by Key Collector. I go by CLZ.
I use both, but CLZ does. I guess they do.
I refuse to
CLZ is
download
my-
CLZ because then I'm going to categorize all my comics, and I can't do that.
Why not? CLZ is a must.
Dude,
So
and
yeah,
then
it's
because at the end of the
Yes.
day, if I ever sell or get rid of it, then I got to go back in there and take it out, and that's just
But
one
it's
more
easy.
thing. It's just one more thing I got to do, bro. I'm so
But
lazy.
you also know it.
I'm already
I really
doing so
enjoy it.
much. That's
I'm
fine.
still behind
That's
on
fine.
CLZ.
I love seeing that how you guys throw up like how many books you got in a collection. I think that's dope. I love it.
I have
But for
no
me,
idea.
But for me, I'm lazy, dude, and I'm already doing so many things on my phone and with YouTube and other things in real life. It's like, man, I know,
For
Rob.
me,
I know, Rob.
CLZ for me, the most valuable thing for CLZ is when I'm out hunting and I need to know what I already have.
But
super valuable.
But on the other side, since I make shorts, I know I go through every short box I have once a day looking for comics for shorts.
I'm old school.
I'm going through. I just won a whatnot giveaway. Let's go.
I'm old school, y'all.
Batman
Paper and
DC Batman versus Aliens. It's a dope cover.
Yeah.
But
CJ says, "Fuck your
I'm
Google."
kicking it in the
but,
80s.
But yeah, dude, for real, making shorts. I'm constant. I go through my short boxes every single day. That's why I do like theme cover battle stuff on my show. That way, people that come on, they'll dig through their short boxes, because we'll forget what we have in our collection for sure.
I can't do that. I have 32 long boxes behind me.
Yeah. I agree with Rob. Dirt is absolutely doing it wrong here.
Yeah.
I would say this.
It
I would
helps a
say
lot.
CLZ is the best app on my phone, period, bar none.
Yeah.
I can't figure it out.
Yeah.
I do log like my Spawn books. I have every single Spawn book in my notes. That way I don't double buy and I know what issues to look for and stuff like that.
I got
Same thing with
grandfathered
my
in though. I
Walking
would hate to pay for it.
It's super cheap though. It's
Yeah,
not a
16
problem.
yeah,
Oh, you got to pay for it? Oh, I'm an instant out. Instant
It's
out.
super cheap.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, I don't have to pay for it.
If it's $1, I still wouldn't pay for it.
like
Dude,
the
I'm a
dollar
cheap ass. I'm a cheap ass, bro.
And Rob makes another great point. This is another great use for it. Anytime I'm going to a con, I look up all of the creators in my CLZ to figure out which books I have from them. Another great.
Don't get me wrong. I agree.
that
It's an
adds.
amazing app and everything, but it's one more thing I'd have to do, and just paying for it is just one more extra charge, and just bleh.
Hey, Marcus, bro, I'm gonna have to jump off here.
Thanks for jumping on, Scotty. Definitely
Love you, brother.
Y'all
Before
take
you
it
Stay
go,
a
man,
little longer.
and before you go, though, plug your shit, man. What's up?
Oh yeah, this coming Monday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, we'll have an awesome guest. We have Tom Brayfogle. He is the writer of How I Became a Shoplifter. He also played the drums for Reliant K, if you're familiar with that band. I'm having special guest co-host Lorenzo from Indie Comics and Reviews, my Comic Pops, mine and Marcus's Comic Pops. So I'm really, really looking forward to this one a lot. So I'd love it if you guys can make it. It's this coming Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, 6:30 Central, 4:30 Pacific.
Thanks for jumping on.
Reliant K has a song called Marilyn Manson is My Girlfriend, which is a funny song.
That's all. Much love, y'all. See y'all later.
Thanks
Later,
Chris.
bro.
Thanks
Appreciate
for
you.
jumping on, Scotty. Appreciate you, brother. All right, we are getting close. We're at the hour right now. Anybody else? Anything else we want to talk about here?
We haven't started FOC yet. Let's go.
I don't think we're gonna get to it again.
I always come for FOC and we never do it. I'm always so sad.
Yeah, I know you are, Chris. I know you are.
We come for FOC, but we're really here for the hangs.
No, Beckerman's got his dick swinging in here.
Yeah, see.
Mr. Storage Unit. You silly kids in your 32 long boxes.
I'm close to my total amount of comic books.
What is Beckerman has a storage?
You got like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have been
That's
in
what I
Beckerman's
can do.
ear. I've been in his ear for a while, telling him he's got to sell some of these books. He's got to.
Get to my total.
I bet Beckerman could do some fire mystery boxes.
It would be and if he were to go like on Whatnot or something.
Oh God.
Fucking event if he did that shit, because he has got an incredible. I don't know if you guys know how incredible when you've been collecting hardcore like he has,
and he has multiple. He has multiple of those Incredibles.
Your collection is insane. And if I ever start because I'm approved to sell and Whatnot, if I actually ever fucking do it, I'm definitely going to be involved.
I got approved to sell as well, but I'm not touching that because that's way too much effort. It's one more thing I don't have time for.
That's my problem, is that I've got to figure out OBS video and all that. And I also got to get a better space to do
OBS is tough. I mess with it too, man. It's hard. A
better visual space for it. So I definitely want to do it because I have over 4,000 comics and I don't want that many comics. So I've got to get rid of some. Absolutely. I'm not trying to end up like Beckerman.
Yeah, I would say after just sitting and using it and then digesting it for the past week, it's for sure the place to sell over everything. 100%.
So what if a character appears on the cover but not in the book and later appears in a different issue? What's the first appearance? I would say the later issue is the first.
In fact, I think that happened in Star Wars recently. I'm pretty sure it happened in a Star Wars High Republic.
I need Rob.
I hate it when they do that. When they put characters on the cover that aren't in the book, I hate that shit. Usually, it's not always, but usually.
I think it's a first appearance. First appearance is the first appearance.
Can we find out why Chop and Drop got banned from eBay for life?
Oh
God, for life?
What did he say that?
Yeah.
Chop with anything? Chop, tell us about.
Were you selling a kidney, my dude?
Where did he get banned? He got banned from OnlyFans.
eBay.
That too. 12,000. Oh my
He got
God,
me beat.
Damien.
I'm
Oh
at
my God.
I'm at 9,600.
Yeah, but if you minus the Conan that he has, he only has like 2,000.
Very cool.
These are all just for signing up. How do you get banned?
Yeah, I don't
So, yeah, I like Rob always has a good
Fine.
answer, and this is a good answer. One's the first cover appearance, and the other one's the first story appearance. I think that's a good way to do it.
Well, there's a story appearance, but which one is the first appearance? Because now all you did was add a adjective at the beginning.
It's an important adjective, though, right?
Yeah, it's actually not an adjective; it's a noun. But
okay, smarty pants, you and your college degree.
grammar.
I also think Key Collector gets a bad rap. Obviously, Key Collector's not infallible, but I think they do a really good job, and there's a reason why all of us have that damn thing on our phone. So, yeah, I agree, man. I think it gets a bad rap, and
all of them makes mistakes. All the apps makes mistakes. So
Even I've made a mistake.
I posted a nice house on the lake cover that I loved. It was a B cover number 6, and it was by Javier Rodriguez. And so I tagged Javier Rodriguez on Instagram, and he was like, I love this cover, buddy, but this is not me. And I'm like, oh, fuck. which Javier Rodriguez is it then? Damn it. So,
that's funny.
Damn.
So we all fuck up, man. We all fuck up.
Yeah. It's funny that you just assumed that you found one Javier Rodriguez and that was the guy. I mean, I don't know.
I already knew him, and I followed him, and so I was like, "Oh, this must be him." Apparently, there's more than one Javier Rodriguez.
Yeah,
who fucking knew?
That's
I like
funny.
the fact that if you tag David Nakayama, he will respond back. He'll like your post and put a comment in.
This is
I'm so pissed he blew up.
Always.
I'm so pissed he blew up because I've been looking for this cover for 3 years. This is a Nakayama cover that no one cared about, but it was a little bit too expensive. This is a ratio on Age of X-Man.
Is it your profile picture?
Yeah, just before. Yeah, just before Hoxpox started, and it was like 75, 100. I was like, I don't want to pay that. And I'd seen it on eBay. It stood there for 2 years, and then he blew up with one of his con exclusives. And now that book, I haven't looked at it. Wow, that book's like $400 on eBay.
Damn.
Now.
He was,
and no one cares about it. No one knows who that character is. No one gives a shit about it.
It looked like Monica Rambeau at first.
It did a little bit. It's a character that doesn't exist called Unveil, and she just like existed in X-Man's mind. He sort of did his own sort of world in his head.
Oh yeah, that's that event, Age of X-Men.
Yeah. So she only exists in that sort of like little world that he created. Like it's like an opposite of Age of Apocalypse but it was like a utopia that fell apart, and she's the character in it. So she's never appeared again. By the way, that if she ever does appear in like the 616, that'll be a fun one to say what's her first appearance, because she doesn't actually exist, even in that one.
Let's argue.
Unveil. Anyway,
Nakayama was super dope at Heroes Con. He was awesome to meet.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping we canceled him soon, so that all those books fall in price and I can get down.
That's how I am. Like, man, I am ready for these Something Is Killing. Everybody's talking about, those books are gonna bomb. I can't fucking wait until they do, because I want them.
Did you see all the SDC San Diego Comic-Con Something Is Killing the Children covers?
I was
There's
late on
a lot of them, bro.
I was late on
those though. I will take a look at those 6 months from now.
Agreed.
I'll get them way cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
And he has 12,000 in his CLZ Beckerman does.
That's insane.
He has way more.
That's insane. insane, dude. To
I
think
mean,
about
imagine how many books you got to have a storage unit.
the amount
You
of
gotta have-
content I could make with that, bro.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And he is making content. If you check out
He
his
is.
short, he's been showing off a lot of his original art in the shorts over.
They're
at
awesome.
Hangout,
Highly
which is
recommend.
just incredible. So if you're trying to check out Beckerman's collection, definitely head over to Comic Viking. It's a great channel with some great dudes over there.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I
You gotta
agree
just
as well.
And that was my problem with the argument that Hudat and Legion were saying, because you could have easily just said, "Hey, this is what you think. This is what you value. This is what I think. This is what I value. Let's move on with our lives. You know, let's just move
Yeah,
on."
at some point you're not going to change each other's mind. You've made yourself clear, so it's time to. I might have to go and listen to that though.
You're both so passionate. You better have them both. They better have each of them. Better have them both. That's what I'm saying. They're
They
they're
both
that
have-
right.
I guarantee you, they both have both. I
Yeah.
know Legion does, and I guarantee you Hudat does. They both have
Mhm.
the same collections.
Nice.
That's one thing I love about this hobby. Like you can have a difference of opinion. Like there's no real true right answer.
Some people don't agree with that, but I agree with that.
Yeah.
Like I'll be the first to say, like I get hate all this all the time. I am not an X-Men. I mean, X-Men's cool in all the cartoons, the Fox movies, but like X-Men in the comics are an absolute hard pass. Like when I'm like digging through bins or looking through comics, as soon as I see X-Men, I'm just skipping that entire box. I'm not even looking at a single book because I don't care.
He says as he's wearing a Deadpool shirt.
It's movies. It's different, bro. It's totally different. But I am a '90s kid, so I grew up with that like Liefeld, like
any of the X-Men?
Dude, I tried to read it here and there, and it's boring every single time. It's the same story. The Wolverine. I've tried to read his story. So boring, bro. It's just like X-Men Keys. Like I know they're big books and stuff, but when people show them off, they do absolutely nothing for me. Nothing whatsoever. I appreciate them for what they are, but I'm just X-Men are just not my thing. My cup of tea, I should say.
I really feel like Chop's leaving some pieces of this story out. You don't get
Same,
banned.
100%. Same thing
You
with like
don't get
Spawn. Spawn isn't everybody's cup of tea, but that's my main jam. You know,
That's how I feel about Deadpool. I do not care for Deadpool whatsoever.
I love the original X-Men costumes. I think they're so dope, the costume design and everything. But like the story and just everything like that, it just does nothing for me. And again, that's way before my time as well.
Do you own any X-Men books? Period.
I mean, the X-Men #1 from the '90s, and
I'm
besides
selling
that,
mine. If you want X-Men books, hit me
besides
up.
that,
all of
besides that, dude, a couple just because of covers. I pick them out here and there for Cat Fan because he's a big X-Men guy. But other than that, man, I do not touch it.
And thanks for coming through, Chicago. I appreciate you. Always good to see you, my man. Have a good night.
Any X-Men is one of my top books.
I still appreciate the characters and the story and the history. It's one of the biggest histories in comics. Like I appreciate all that. It's just that's not something that does anything for me. Is all.
Yeah,
Comic Journey is not happy.
Oh yeah, he's not happy.
Oh, we got Sheena. I haven't had Sheena in here.
Hey, there's Sheena.
I gotta do it. Oh, Sheena, let me love you till
I'm not
the
thinking.
morning comes.
She's a fellow Las Vegas comic community person.
Oh, I didn't know she was in Vegas.
Rob.
She's in Vegas.
I did
Don't
not know
start
that.
singing
So
in here.
you get to hang out with Sheena? I'm jealous of that.
We haven't yet. She does go to the comic shop I prefer. It's just on the other side of town for me. That's her shop. But she went all manga though. She's done. She's done with us comic people.
Oh, is that what it is?
I still support that manga and anime lifestyle, man.
It's all comics to me, man. It's all
It
the
is.
same
I
medium.
agree.
Hard.
Yeah, same here.
Ooh, we got another Wolverine is boring vote. Or maybe he's just laughing at the comment. I don't know.
Oh, we got an update on Chop's story.
Oh, did we? Hold on, let me see.
I'm a big Spawn fan too.
Nope.
Big X-Men fan.
See, and like I said, I appreciate it. I had no hate whatsoever. And I'm not saying it's garbage or anything like that.
Chop, this doesn't make sense, Chop.
I had a problem. Hey, I had a problem actually with eBay where it wasn't letting me pay. And so within 2 months, I left 2 books like unpaid. And so I got blocked for a while, but I just sent in a thing saying I couldn't pay, like mad about it. Like I didn't follow up either. And then they were like, on the chat, he was like, "Oh, you've been buying from us for 17 years or 15 years or something absurd that I didn't even realize I'd been buying from." He was all, "We'll fix that right away." Like then it was fixed. But
I think my first purchase was 22 years ago. I think 23
on
maybe.
eBay.
No,
Yeah.
mine was 10. I got a Black Panther #1 for $8.50 off of eBay.
Nice.
Yeah, one of my favorite Beckerman lines is when you tell him your favorite superhero, his first question is, "Yeah, but how high does he bounce?"
but that's the beauty of this hobby and stuff, because now when I'm out, I pick up, like in the dollar bin, I'll buy Speedball books just because I'm thinking about Beckerman. And not to send to him or anything, just because he loves that character so much. It's like
and you love cocaine.
Yeah, I want to own that as well, so I'll pick up those books.
I have only ever gotten Beckerman one comic book, and it's the most I've ever spent on a comic book because
$3.99.
What do you buy somebody that has everything?
Exactly.
Exactly. Like I want to give Beckerman an AOK. Like I want to give Beckerman an AOK so bad, but like, man, what? There's nothing I could give him that would touch what he's gave me. Yeah, it's so hard.
Especially when he's giving, like, he gave me a Captain America 100 just for nothing. I'm like, how the fuck do I pay you back, you motherfucker?
Like he gave me an original page, gunslinger page for nothing. How do I like what? I can't return that. That's a one of one thing in the world. I can't return that to you. We can meet behind the lockers or something. We can work it out.
We got
I like Black Panther, Falcon, Static Shock.
We got Comic Journey.
We'll fight, bro. We'll throw hands over that.
This will get you timed out, CJ. Watch your mouth here.
I see that.
Watch your mouth.
It's what I get for talking about the X-Men, so I deserve it.
What is going on, Chop? What the fuck?
They just said, "Oh no, this dude's trying to sign up and use our services and spend money on our app. Fuck him."
Yeah, where they go, this guy's only here to chop and then drop. That doesn't sound good.
We need to Google. We need to find out Chop's real name and Google the terrorist list or something, because something's going on here. I don't know what.
Blacklist.
They got you on the list.
This guy's only buying books about killing children. We can't let him buy.
Use a different email.
This man bought a book with a money order on eBay. I
was going to say something about that.
That's wild.
Good Lord.
I couldn't even imagine how that would work.
Yeah, Chop. Have you tried to get on an airplane
with a money?
I'd like to know if you tried to fly anywhere recently, Chop, and did they quickly ban you when you got in there? Yeah, something's going on, Trev. I don't know if he's into some international ring or something, but there's a backstory here with Chop. I don't know. We're gonna have to dig in on it.
Why don't we have this YouTube?
All right, well, we're at an hour. We successfully avoided FOC. Let's do the shout outs. Let's start with Chaos.
Ooh.
Chaos, are you gonna be Chaos? Can I watch you read while I look at your shoe here anytime soon?
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for jumping on. I always appreciate you jumping on, man. Definitely check out Chaos and Comics. Oh, sorry. I meant Comics and Chaos. No, I'm serious. No, check out Chaos and Comics, Chris, on YouTube. Another great channel, great review channel, and consider him for your CBC Awards nominations. Thank you, Chris, for jumping on, man. I appreciate you. Let's see. Evil. What's up, bro? What you got going on?
Nothing. Just reviews. Same
Just
shit.
reviews. If you're thinking about buying a book and you're not sure, go check my man out. If I'm thinking about buying a book, I check out Robbie and I check out Evil to figure out and I check out Chris to figure out if this is a book I'm trying to read. If Chris reviewed it, but Chris is always reviewing random books that I don't know.
I can tell you what's going on next. Next will be like Night Terrors week 2. And then week 3, and then Void Rivals and the Vicious Circle book 2. Probably.
Are you enjoying Night
Void
Terrors? Because I'm
Rivals.
skipping the whole thing.
It's good.
I want to say
good.
First, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, like the couple books that I thought were gonna be boring were actually had me laughing. And the first couple pages, Joker, man, just
do this, Marcus. What were you pulling DC books prior to Night Terrors?
Yeah, definitely.
So whatever you were polling,
Nightwing.
okay, whatever you were polling, just poll in Night Terrors because they're pausing for the run, so it's not like it would matter anyway. You're still going to be spending what you would. So whatever I was pulling in DC and Night Terrors is what, or regular DC is what I pulled in Night Terrors.
Yeah, I'll take. I'll get that. If I see a Nightwing book or a
the main story, the main story is solid. If you're a horror fan, I definitely recommend. Don't worry about all the tie-ins and all that, but the covers are dope.
Hey, we got Aggressively Relaxing. Aggressively is one of the people I have in the bag for Comic Book Story Time. We recorded one a while ago, and like I said, I'm waiting to get 5 episodes before I push out the next batch. But Aggressively Relaxing is one of them, and he is on camera. I know a lot of you guys got to see him at Heroes Con, but
he was dope, bro.
For those of us who weren't at Heroes Con, you'll get a good look at Aggressively Relaxing, a very beautiful man.
So he broke his camera. He broke his camera virginity. He's going to do it now. He's going to be on YouTube now, since everyone just took pictures of him on IG.
Nice. I would love to see him on some. I would love to see him on more chats because he's always cracking me up in the chat, man. He's hilarious, man.
Yeah, he's funny.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, money orders back in the day. Y'all are showing your age out here. I mean, we're all old.
I'm not. I'm 33. I'm young, baby, bro.
33 is old too, buddy.
Yeah, I feel it.
That's younger than me, but it's. Yeah. I've been old since I was 25.
My knees and back are old, man. I feel it.
So, Durs, what's up? What you got going on?
Tomorrow, I'll give you a sneak peek. My 1K giveaway video goes out. I know I put it off, but some real life world stuff happened. So tomorrow it drops. All the details. You got a prize pack, and then you got a signed Nice House on the Lake. And then you got a signed Miko Swan. You got Watchmen trade going out. You got
Is that signed by Javier Rodriguez?
Yes. Peach from Moko, Slabby Patty. I got a prize pack from Chris the Comic Vet is donating stuff. Scotty Vaughn's donating stuff. Trev's donating stuff. I got some more stuff coming in on the mail. So there's going to be more stuff added to the video, but I'm going ham. Going to be in the chat. I'm giving away like 10 things at least. It's not going to be this Sunday, but the following Sunday, let it run for a little bit. But yeah, let's go out. Let's have a bang. I'm upgrading StreamYard. I want all the homies to come out and just kick it. You don't have to. You don't have to give anything away.
You're gonna spend money?
Yeah, but if you want to see a grown man cry on stream, come hang out because that's going to be me for sure. But yeah, I'm almost at 50. What?
I'm gonna screen record it and make it
for sure, bro. I just, man,
you just told me I'll be there for that.
I love. I just, you know me. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I love you guys to death. It's just an honor and a privilege to be able to just come kick it with you guys on this. Being here has been life changing, and other than that, man, come hang out on my channel. I just dropped a new video today showing off some Transformers. Like I said, 1K tomorrow, Friday positivity every Friday, and then my Sunday night sesh. So. Love you guys.
You know, you say that, and that's that sticks out to me. Being here has been life changing. Like that's a true statement. It has been life changing for sure, definitely. C Bizzle, what's up? What's going on your channel?
So first of all, Chaos is right. I looked up that book on eBay, the Age of Apocalypse book, and the extracts. That David Nakayama's going like $400, $250.
Yeah, it was $75 forever.
Is that one of his first covers?
It's one of 50.
No, it's just an
it's a
awesome
1 in
cover,
50.
and
Okay.
yeah, it's a 1 in 50. No one read that book.
Nope.
No one read Apocalypse and the Extracts.
Well, I did.
And it was I mean, I did too. Somebody read it, obviously, but it's not very popular, and that was the 1 in 50, and it's just a beautiful cover.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, bro. I definitely said 5 or 10 minutes into walking into the hotel lobby and meeting Beckerman, I was crying. So
I can only stay alive with Jersey's tears, so keep them crying, guys.
I'll save them for you, bro, and then I can give those away like gypsy tears, bro.
Yeah.
All that positivity is not a game, y'all. He is for real.
I know Thursday I will be a guest host with Gary B for his, I think it's Hot Seat on Thursday. I'll be on there with him. I am shooting a video of my new comic book day, and it's not comic book related, but these books I will show y'all, and it's also gonna be in my video. These books made me also want to get into writing comic books.
Nice.
Now, I know if y'all heard of these. Y'all had to heard of these. These are those choose your own adventure books.
For some reason, I was just gonna say, I was gonna make a joke that they're choose your own adventure books, and you pulled them up. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I used to love those back in the 90s, bro.
I love them
I-
too. Yeah, those were
I
fun
bought
as
them off
hell.
of eBay. They were
Those
like
are great.
buy 3 get 1 free. I spent like $12 on it. So I used to love reading them as a kid, and
Did you read Radiant Black? Did an issue like that where it was choose your own adventure?
No, it wasn't Radiant Black. It was Rogue Sun. Issue
That's
number
right.
7.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah. Trust me, that's what made me get hyped.
That was a good.
Yeah. So
I have another series that did a choose your own adventure. Fuck, I don't have it here, so I guess I'll just.
I'm all about the massive universe. So Radiant Black, Rogue Sun, No One. I'm actually gonna try to shoot a video explaining that universe.
That would be. I don't know shit about it, so that would be cool.
Yeah, but another video I'm doing on is talking about. I'm just gonna put up the first cover. Is if y'all can see it, Aquaman and the Others. It was a mini series. I want to say mid to late 2000s. 2000. I'm sorry, like around 2019, 2020. It actually was pretty good. I got the complete run of it, so I'm gonna be talking about that as well.
Nice, dude.
So look for that. Definitely sub up to my man C Bizzle. Some great channels on the panel that jumped in today. Some great channels in the chat that came through, man. You know, Comic Vet always says this, and I like to steal it from him because it's so true. When you do these things, you come on live, you don't know who's going to be there. So it's always beautiful and nice to see that you guys come through just for my little rinky dink channel. And I really appreciate it, man. I cannot appreciate it enough. We got 18 viewers right now with 5 of you on the live stream with me. I couldn't get 15 people or 20 people to come to my house and party. So
hell no, bro. Even in my party days, you had to make sure you had all the free beer and free all this and free this and free this, and then people are coming over. They ain't just coming over to hang out.
Who's gonna be there?
Here's a comic series. I buy weird shit. Here's a comic series that was choose your own adventure. It's Loop Garou. I think this one is called Loop Garou. And it's like a sort of a choose your own adventure in there too. And then you also got to like sort of make your own character in it that sort of decides which path you go on. So this is pretty weird, pretty good. I don't know if this is easy to find or not, but I just buy weird shit. So you remind me of that when you were doing that. So anyway, that's
a dope looking cover.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's all we got for FOC. And well, really, it was another chill week. No FOC, really, but I appreciate everybody coming through. Thank you so much to everybody in the chat and everybody on the panel. I will be back next Tuesday for another FOC and chill. Until next time, peace.